Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here with you today. I'm Leah Rowe. I'm a life, business, and culture coach at The Perk. And today we are going to talk about how to onboard employees remotely. A lot of people right now, because we are social distancing and everyone is remote, are having to onboard employees remotely for the first time, or they haven't done it in a while, and people are used to onboarding in person. So take it from somebody who has onboarded tons of employees completely remotely. It can absolutely be done. So let's jump on in. First, let's take a step back. Let's talk about why onboarding is important in general, regardless of if it's in person or remote. Onboarding is the time to win the hearts and minds of your new hires. It is a time to get your new employees excited, committed, engaged, and educated on who you are as a company, why you exist, what you do, and how you uniquely do it from the get-go. So onboarding, kind of a big deal. A great onboarding experience is critical to drive employee engagement, retention, and productivity. And as you know, once you find those rockstar employees, you absolutely want them to be engaged, you want to keep them, and you want them to produce a ton of value. That's why onboarding is important. So, remote employee onboarding, it can absolutely be done. Every single thing on your onboarding checklist can be done remotely, even the I-9 verification. And I'm going to put a link in the notes below because the government has scaled back some stuff on the I-9 verification because we're all remote right now. So I'll link to their recent announcement. So yeah, what I want you to do is I want you to shift your perspective. Instead of looking at things and being like, this can't be done, we have to do this in person, shift that perspective. What if it's possible? What if it's possible to still do all of these things remotely? Because it is. The only thing that your employee needs to be onboarded remotely is a computer and internet. If they don't have a computer or if they don't have internet, then they cannot be onboarded remotely. But if they have those two pieces, all good. So the first meeting that they have might have to be with IT if they need to get them set up securely on their computer. So when I worked at a company and we were completely remote, the first meeting for a new hire was with our IT department, with our CTO. Our CTO is fantastic. So make sure whoever they're first meeting with is welcoming and warm and excited that they're there. Also, there is going to be a ton of video chatting, video meetings like this when you're onboarding an employee remotely. So make sure you have Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Skype, whatever your company uses. I highly recommend Zoom. It's my fave. Let's talk about what the most important aspect of onboarding is. And again, this is in person or remotely. The most important aspect is connection, socialization, and belonging. 76% of new hires think that socialization is the most important aspect. 76%. So when all else fails and you have no idea what to do, connect with your new hire. Have them hang out with other team members on Zoom. Just make sure you are connecting with them. When all else fails, be like, hey, you want to jump on a Zoom and talk about what we're eating for lunch? Fantastic. As humans, we want to belong. That's what we want. We want to belong in groups, which is why this social distancing is so hard for many of us. So belongingness will lead to increased engagement, productivity, and retention. So again, focus on connection, focus on socialization, focus on belonging. All of those things can absolutely be done remotely. So, oh, my slides got a little messed up. That's okay. So remote connection, the best ways to connect remotely with your new teammate is through the use of Zoom, Teams, or Skype. Social Zooms, social Teams, social Skype. So you can meet with the whole team, get everyone on there. Sometimes you can do fun things like, hey, today we're going to wear silly hats. So then everyone comes on and is wearing a funny hat. You can, depending on the size of your company, you can invite the whole company to a social Zoom. We did this at a company I worked at. On an employee's first day during the lunch hour, we would invite the whole company to join. And not everyone could because they had other things going on, but that was a great way for our new hire to get exposure to a lot more people that they weren't working with directly. You can set up small groups for them to meet in small groups on your team or with other people in the company that they're going to be working closely with. And make sure that you set some up and then also have your new hire set some up. Say, hey, here's a list of a bunch of people that you will be interacting with. So go ahead, reach out to them, schedule a Zoom so you can meet them and learn what they do through this week or next week. And again, have fun with it. Your team, if you are not used to working completely remotely, I'm sure your team is already doing some really cool things now, having virtual happy hours, virtual book clubs, all of that stuff. Just make sure that your new hire is brought into all of that and have fun. Another thing that a lot of companies do, and I heard really good feedback from people I talked to this week, is because the remote onboarding and remote work is newer for a lot of companies, assign them a buddy or assign them a mentor who's touching base with them daily. In addition to you, if you are their manager, assign them somebody else, because new hires in general don't always want to talk just to their manager. They might have some like questions. They're like, I don't want to ask this. My manager might think I'm stupid. Even though there are no stupid questions. So assign them a buddy or a mentor that can check in with them daily, have a video chat. That's a great way to promote remote connection. Also, some things that you can say right now that to your new hire. You can say, we don't usually onboard remotely, so hang with us as there may be some bumps. Again, we're in an unprecedented time right now. Your new hire, your new employee, they do not expect you to have everything figured out, especially if this is new for your company to be doing this remotely. And as you're onboarding, you are not there to just entertain this person. This person is now part of your team. They are now brought into the chaos that is going on as we're all figuring out how to restructure our work schedules and work remotely. So just be super transparent, super honest with them. Hey, we don't usually do it like this, so hang with us. You can also say connection with the team is the most important thing to focus on right now. And that might be a little bit difficult if you're not used to working remotely. So here's how we're planning to have you connect with the team right now. And if you have any other ideas, definitely let us know. Every day, make sure you check in with your new hire and ask what's working well. What are we doing well? What should we continue doing? And what could we be doing better? What do we need to change to make sure that you are feeling connected and know what you need to be doing? Ugh, onboarding is so fun. I love it. And remember, you are amazing. We are in an unprecedented time and you are doing a great job. And again, when you're like, I have no idea what to do with my new hire right now. This is so weird. I'm not used to doing this remotely. Connect with them. Socialize with them. That is the most important thing. Okay, next steps, action items. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. You won't miss a vid if you are subscribed. So subscribe to it. Also, I'm doing some more free live webinars next week on how to work remotely with your kids and how to lead a team who is working remotely with their kids. Sign up at choosetheperk.com. And last but not least, ask me questions. I am fielding questions all day, every day right now, and it is freaking amazing. So ask me questions on remote work, on remote onboarding, on working remotely with your kids, on any of it. Culture, employee engagement, all that good stuff. Ask away. Leah at choosetheperk.com. You are all amazing. I hope you're having a spectacular weekend, and I will see you probably tomorrow.